What's up, guys? I'm telling you, these Ja Morant plays are just unbelievable. Ja Morant hasn't been in the NBA for many years yet, but we've already got a ridiculous highlight reel. This high-flying superstar point guard has wowed us on multiple occasions already, which raises the question, what are his most epic plays to this point? Today, we're going to dive into his 15 best plays. Number 15. The Memphis Grizzlies were playing the Toronto Raptors, and there were about 6 minutes left in the second quarter. Ja Morant was getting locked up on the perimeter by his opponent and realized he needed a screen. When he ran around the screen, he could feel his defender stay glued to him, so he attempted to stop and fire up a shot in order to draw a foul. The refs never blew the whistle, but Morant was still able to knock down that wild two-handed three-point shot. Funny thing is, he wasn't even happy about making it, he was more upset that there wasn't a foul called on the play. Number 14. We all know that Ja has ridiculous bounce off the dribble. He put it on full display in this game against the San Antonio Spurs. They were down by double digits with a minute left, but Morant was leading a 3-on-2 down the floor. He jumped to try and pass, but realized nobody was open at the moment, so he floated the ball up and off the backboard, then jumped to dunk it down himself. A self-alley-oop isn't seen very often, yet Morant felt confident enough to pull it out during a game that they desperately needed points, and it paid off. Number 13. This next play was just unreal. Dillon Brooks picked up a steal during this game against the Boston Celtics. He was leading a charge down the floor when he caught Morant trailing out of the corner of his eye. Instead of attacking the rim, he popped the ball up into the air for Morant, and Ja caught it with one hand that was entirely outstretched and still found a way to slam it down on the defender. The replay doesn't even give this play enough justice, as this is just a really difficult thing to pull off even when you're an NBA superstar.
Hey, he jumped off a trampoline. Are you kidding me right now?
Number 12. Morant used his flashy passing skills on this particular play. He went around a screen from behind the three-point line to kick this possession off, and he found a way into the paint, then stopped in his tracks. He pump-faked into the air with two defenders draped all over him, then pulled his arm back and faked a behind-the-back pass. With his defenders completely confused at where the ball was,
behind there. Well, look at Westbrook. His head's on a swivel. Where'd it go?
He quickly brought it back in front of him and hit a bounce pass right behind the guy standing in front of him. The result was an easy dunk for his cutting teammate. Number 11. We gotta get right back to his awesome dunking ability. Similar to the play we had earlier, this one starts with Brooks and Morant on a 2-against-1 fast break. Brooks lofted up a pass to Morant, who was flying towards the rim. Ja caught it and dunked it home, but that wasn't the only thing he did. He caught it and was able to swing it from down low all the way back up top for a beautiful, flashy slam that brought the entire team to their feet. Number 10. Ja and the Grizzlies were against the New York Knicks in this one. The game only had 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and Memphis had a 6-point lead. Suddenly, the Knicks, though, had a fast break attempt, and it was looking like that lead might be cut down to 4. However, Morant came flying into the play and swatted it hard off the backboard. Then, to make this play look even cooler, he just stood there afterwards while another Knicks player grabbed the rebound and bricked a wide-open three-pointer. It does not get much more savage than that. Number 9. Who said Morant isn't clutch? This play shows that when the game is on the line, Morant is the one you want with the ball. In a tie game against the Miami Heat with 5 seconds left in the game, Morant had possession of the ball behind half court. He had a lot of ground to cover quickly with a defender all over him. He fought through an abundance of contact but got into the lane and avoided a swiping help defender on the way. He was then able to toss up a layup with 2 Miami players jumping up to swat it away and sink it with 1.2 seconds left in the game.
5 seconds. Guarded by Butler. Ja scoop and scores!
Number 8. This one's an almost play. Don't know what that means? Well, that's probably because you haven't hit our subscribe button yet. Make sure you hit that before we get back into the video. Alright, here we've got Morant flying past a defender before attacking the rim. He rose up and cocked his arm all the way back before detonating on the defender who jumped up with him to try and block the shot. Unfortunately, the ball hit the back iron and bounced away while Morant and the defender both crashed to the floor really hard. Had Ja just aimed an inch or two closer, it would have been probably one of the best dunks of the whole decade. Number 7. This play brings Aaron Baines bad memories, and for good reason. Morant and the Grizzlies were up by 4 points against the Phoenix Suns in this one. There were just 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter with Ja holding the ball. A score would have essentially put the game away. He looked at Baines defending him and just exploded towards the rim. He was a little off his spot, but rose up and dunked it with his right hand all over Baines while falling onto the ground. It may have been an away game, but the crowd certainly felt the effects of that dunk.
Morant with a running start. Elevate! Oh, it dunks! Oh, my goodness!
Number 6. Had this one not been an almost play 2, it would have definitely been ranked number 1. Morant picked up a loose ball while his team was on offense, and without thinking, he just ran towards the rim. Only Kevin Love was standing in his way at this point, and Love tried to take a charge. Morant ignored it and rose up over him, attempting to dunk it. Sadly, he wasn't able to convert, but this play is still fresh on everybody's minds as one of those things that could have been legendary had he completed it. Regardless, still a phenomenal athletic play.
This is Vince Carter over Frederick Weiss, almost.
Oh my God.
Number 5. Morant ran around a screen to start this possession before going behind the back on a dribble move and juking out a help defender. As he ran towards the rim, a third guy ran over to at least slow him down and force a miss. Instead of rising into him like the guy expected though, Morant spun around midair and finished the layup with his other hand for 2 points.
It's off Ja Morant's day right here. Up.
Number 4. During a blowout win over the Los Angeles Lakers, Morant decided to make a statement play. An alley-oop was tossed up to him during one of their set offensive possessions, and Morant jumped up and easily threw it down with some ferocity. The reason this play is so high up on our list is because the replay showed that he nearly hit his head on the rim. That one just goes to show how high up he jumped in the middle of the play.
To avoid the rim. This guy was up there. What a play by Ja Morant.
Number 3. Sometimes you gotta watch a replay multiple times because you just have no idea how a play just happened. And that was the case on this one. Morant attacked the rim with 2 defenders cutting him off in the paint and trying to deter him away. Morant jumped up anyways and barely squeaked between them. After that, he was able to bring the ball all the way around and somehow swing it up for a ridiculous layup that happened to go in. And he made it look so easy too. Number 2. Like we said before, Morant is clutch. This play happened very recently against the Suns. There were about 5 seconds left in regulation and the Grizzlies were down by a point. Morant grabbed the ball and sprinted towards the rim with heavy defense all over him. He fought to the rim with 2 defenders mauling him, and he was able to somehow lean all the way back midair and toss up a shot that dropped in. The made basket gave his team the 1-point lead with just a half a second left on the clock, and of course, they ended up winning the game. Number 1. We wrap up this video with a play that just happened not too long ago either. This one came on the defensive end against the Lakers. Avery Bradley had a one-on-one down the court, or so he thought. He fought through some contact and eventually cleared enough space to easily knock down a little layup. However, Morant was trailing the entire time and jumped up so high that he grabbed the ball off the backboard with 2 hands. Then, when he landed, he retained possession and jogged back down court like nothing had even happened. This one was truly insane.
The unreal play by Ja Morant.
I mean, unreal is right. This guy, just look where he is. When he catches it at the top.
That just about does it for this video on the most epic Ja Morant moments up to this point. If you enjoyed it, make sure to click on the video that appears on your screen to keep watching.